Pantay-pantay ang hatian ng benepisyo sa ilalim ng BBNJ. Walang monopolyo sa dagat, walang gahaman, walang iwanan. The second pillar of this treaty concerns area-based management tools, including marine protected areas, a topic that caused much consternation following China's announcement last week that it was setting up a 3,500-hectare nature reserve in Huangyan Island. Now, note that this is our Scarborough Shoal. Since proposals will, through the BBNJ, be subjected to both scientific review and wide consultation among signatories and their own stakeholders, not merely government, but scientists, IPs, local coastal communities, the BBNJ will provide another platform for the Philippines to be heard and, yes, to push back diplomatically, legally, against those who are incursing into our shores and our maritime territories. Necessarily, marine protected areas will also provide an experimental training ground for Filipino biologists, oceanographers, and fishermen to upskill our country to international standards. Thirdly, this treaty will require environmental impact assessments, or EIAs, for activities, even in waters under a state's jurisdiction or control that may nevertheless affect high seas or the deep seabed. For example, it will prevent and vow to mitigate the impact of exploitation of marine genetic resources, gas exploration underwater, submarine cables, or other activities with transboundary effects. Public notification, consultation of concerned governments, private sector, and even IPs will be undertaken in addition to preparing publicly available reports. The BBNJ's fourth pillar involves capacity building and technology transfer, providing access to scientific knowledge, the sharing of marine technology, training, and technical operation in order that all nations, especially particularly developing ones, can participate in global ocean governance. Finally, the treaty established both a voluntary trust fund and a special fund, also offering the Global Environment Facility, or GEF, granting funding for biodiversity projects, climate, and international water initiatives. Maliit man tayong bansa, mahigit 1,115,000 Pilipinong umaasa lamang sa pangingisda. Sila at pinakadukha nating mga kababayan. 27.4% sa kanila ay nananatili pa rin sa ilalim ng poverty line. Sana'y mabiyayaan sa wakas sa mandaragat na maliliit. At ang agos ng pondo mula sa Global Environmental Facility o GEF, itong mga bagong voluntary trust fund at special fund ay sa wakas umabot na rin sa kanila. Access to international funding will provide Filipino fisherfolk with retraining, fresh capital, and new technology, as well as direct employment. Marine diversity projects in the Philippines will not only protect the sustainability of their livelihoods, but more importantly, make us true stewards of the ocean's resources for generations to come. At last, Filipino scientists and students will gain access to digital sequence information and state-of-the-art marine technology, all critical for innovations in medicine, biotech, cosmetics, and agriculture, enabling the discovery of new drugs, vaccines, and bio-based products. The Philippines was among the meaning of the Conference of Parties, the policies, rules, guidelines, and even the appointment of officials who will implement the BBNJ. ng tayo ngayon. Ay nalukuban ng isang malakas na bagyo. Madilim ang kalangitan ng ating bansa. Ang mga Pilipino, siya. Ngunit narito tayo para sa kanila, patuloy na naghahanap ng solusyon. Ay may solusyon sana. Para sa ating maliliit na mangingisda, sa mga dalubhas at mag-aaral ng ating yaman dagat para pagtanggol ang ating karagatan at soberanya para sa bayan. Hinihiling ko po ang inyong pagsangguni sa BBNJ under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, on the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President at mga mahal kong mga kapwa senador. 100 araw na lamang at magpapasko na, 100 days before Christmas. Handugan natin ang biyaya ang ating mga pobreng mangingisda. Salamat po.
Majority Leader.
Yes, and to continue sponsoring the measure, to co-sponsor the measure, Mr. President, may we recognize Senator Erwin Tulfo.
Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise today to co-sponsor the Senate's concurrence in the agreement under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea on the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national protect and distribute. We are all hopeful that even ordinary citizens will one day feel its impact, whether in the form of sustainable livelihood, a healthier marine environment, or access to innovations made possible by global cooperation. Thank you, Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, next to co-sponsor the measure.
High seas cover half of our planet's surface and comprise two-thirds of the global ocean. These boundless waters are inseparably tied to the health of all seas, including our own coasts. Once dismissed as barren, the high seas are now recognized as one of the greatest reservoir of biodiversity on Earth. They are a treasure trove of marine life. Sustain livelihoods, secure our food supply, and anchor the balance of life itself. Migratory giants such as whales, tunas, and sharks traverse these waters while other species thrive and entirely in the depths, living and breeding alongside submerged mountain ranges. These ecosystems some as ancient as time itself, hold secrets that could yield life-saving medicines and deepen our understanding of the Earth's biodiversity. And yet, while you humankind has walked on the moon, only a fraction of the deep seabed has been explored. Millions of species remain undiscovered. Their existence and perhaps their cure
bilang isang bansang nakatanaw sa dagat. Ang BBNJ agreement ay mahalaga sa tatlong dahilan. Una, pinatitibay nito ang ating paninindigan sa UNCLOS. Ang parehong batas na naging sandigan natin sa West Philippine Sea sa pamamagitan ng kasunduang ito, muling ipinapakita ng Pilipinas na tayo po ay naninindigan para sa rule of law sa karagatan. Ikalawa, tatanggol po nito ang ating yamang dagat. Tama sa kasunduan ang makatarungang pagbabahagi ng benepisyo mula sa marine genetic resources pagtatag ng marine protected area at masusing environmental impact assessments. Ito'y malinaw na depensa laban sa pang-aabuso at pagsasamantala sa ating karagatan. Ikatlo, binibigyan nito ng kakayahan ang mga bansang tulad ng Pilipinas, mga bansang umaasa sa dagat na magkaroon ng kapasidad at teknolohiyang pangangalaga sa ating yamang dagat. Hindi po tayo maiiwan.
Of course, the ex-officio members is Zubiri, Lacson, and Cayetano. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection?
The Villar pala, Mr. President, just to clarify. Is Camille.
Camille.
Villar,
It's Camille
yes.
Villar. Any objection? Chair hears none. Enumerated names